Aarti's childhood home was humble, small but filled with love and faith. Her grandmother, a beacon of serenity, instilled in her a deep belief in God. Every morning, Aarti woke to the scent of incense and the sound of her grandmother's prayers. "God resides in you," her grandmother would say, her voice gentle yet firm. "He is your guiding light." These words became Aarti's compass, guiding her through the complexities of life. Evenings were spent listening to her grandmother's stories, tales of faith and perseverance. They resonated deeply with Aarti. They gave her hope. They promised a better tomorrow. Aarti clung to these stories. They were her armor against the harsh realities that lurked outside their loving home. Life outside was indeed harsh. Aarti's father, once a respected teacher, had fallen prey to alcoholism. His once gentle demeanor was now replaced by fits of rage and despair. The warmth in their home began to dissipate, replaced by a chilling silence. Aarti's mother, a woman of immense strength, bore the brunt of her husband's pain. She suffered in silence, her once bright eyes now clouded with worry. Yet she never complained. Her love for her family was her anchor. Adding to their woes, Aarti's younger brother, once a bright and playful child, became increasingly withdrawn. He stopped attending school, seeking solace in the company of street kids. Aarti's heart ached for her brother, for her family, for the life they once had. The happy memories, once so vivid, now seemed like faded photographs, their edges blurred by the harsh realities of their present. Despite the turmoil at home, Aarti excelled in her studies. Education was her escape, her ticket to a better life. She studied diligently, fueled by her dreams and her grandmother's unwavering faith. She secured a scholarship, a testament to her hard work and determination. After graduating with honors, Aarti landed a job at a reputable firm. She was determined to use her position to uplift her family. But the corporate world presented its own set of challenges. Aarti, a young woman from a humble background, faced discrimination. Her colleagues, driven by ambition and office politics, often undermined her efforts. As if these challenges weren't enough, Aarti's mother fell ill. The diagnosis was grim, the medical expenses overwhelming. Aarti found herself juggling work, family responsibilities, and mounting hospital bills. Her life, once a beacon of hope, was now a relentless storm of challenges. The weight of her problems became unbearable. Aarti, once so strong in her faith, found herself questioning God's presence. "Where are you?" she cried out in the silence of her room, tears streaming down her face. "Why am I being tested like this?" Her grandmother's words, once a source of comfort, now echoed hollowly in her ears. Doubt crept into her heart, threatening to consume her. She felt lost, adrift in a sea of despair. Her work suffered, her once bright spirit dimmed. Her colleagues noticed the change, their whispers adding to her pain. "She's losing it," they murmured. "Too much pressure." Their words, though hurtful, held a grain of truth. Aarti was at her breaking point. Her faith, her lifeline, was hanging by a thread. One particularly difficult evening, Aarti found herself drawn to the local temple. She didn't go to pray. She didn't know why she was there. Maybe she just needed a quiet space to think, or perhaps deep down she was seeking something more. She sat in the temple courtyard, the fragrance of incense filling her senses. An old woman, her face etched with wisdom and kindness, sat beside her. "You seem troubled, child," the woman said gently, her voice as soothing as the temple bells. Aarti poured out her heart, sharing her pain, her fears, her doubts. The old woman listened patiently, her gaze never wavering. When Aarti was finished, the woman spoke, her words simple yet profound. "The storm tests the strength of the tree," she said, "but it is the roots unseen that hold it firm. Your faith is your root, child. It will see you through." The old woman's words resonated deeply within Aarti. She realized that faith wasn't about the absence of problems. It was about finding the strength to face them. It was about trusting that even in the darkest of times, there was light. A new determination surged through Aarti. She would fight for her family, for her dreams. She enrolled her brother in a rehabilitation program, seeking help for his truancy. She approached a support group for families of alcoholics, taking the first step towards helping her father. At work, Aarti decided to speak up against the unfair treatment she faced. She documented the discrimination and presented her case to the HR department. It was a risky move, but Aarti knew she had to do something. The seeds of change had been sown. Now, Aarti had to nurture them with courage and faith. To Aarti's surprise, her colleagues rallied around her. They had witnessed her struggles, her dedication, her unwavering spirit. They admired her courage in speaking up. They pledged their support, offering words of encouragement and standing up for her when needed. The HR investigation was swift and decisive. Aarti's manager was reprimanded, the discriminatory practices addressed. Aarti was finally recognized for her talent and hard work. She was given more responsibilities, her contributions valued. At home, too, there were signs of hope. Aarti's brother, with the help of the rehabilitation program, slowly began to turn his life around. He started attending school regularly, his grades improving. He even started helping Aarti with household chores, a small gesture that meant the world to her. The storm hadn't passed completely, but rays of light were beginning to break through the dark clouds. Aarti's father, though still battling his demons, was making an effort to control his drinking. He attended the support group meetings, drawing strength from others who understood his struggle. He even apologized to his family for the pain he had caused, a heartfelt apology that brought tears to their eyes. Aarti's mother, though still battling her illness, seemed to have regained some of her old spirit. She drew strength from her children's love, from the positive changes she saw in her family. The light had returned to her eyes, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Aarti, now a senior member of her team, thrived in her career. She mentored new recruits, sharing her story, her struggles, her triumphs. She became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of perseverance, faith, and courage. The storm had passed, leaving behind a stronger, more resilient Aarti. Years later, Aarti found herself back at the temple. This time, she wasn't there to seek answers. She was there to offer gratitude. Gratitude for the storm that had tested her. Gratitude for the roots of faith that had held her firm. Gratitude for the light that had eventually broken through. She sat in the courtyard, the same courtyard where she had once felt so lost, but now she felt a sense of peace, of wholeness. The old woman's words echoed in her ears, "The storm tests the strength of the tree." Aarti now understood the depth of those words. She had weathered the storm. She had emerged stronger, her faith unshaken. She had learned that faith wasn't about miracles or easy answers. It was about finding the strength within, the courage to face life's challenges, and the wisdom to trust in the process. As Aarti left the temple, she carried within her a heart filled with gratitude and a spirit ready to embrace whatever life threw her way.